You have 5 enemies right now in your business. You don't even know who they are or what I'm talking about. I'm Karam Nahas. I'm the battle-tested lawyer. I have the same enemies. 20 years as an attorney, former litigator. I've seen exactly what gets businesses destroyed and how they survive. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 enemies that attack every entrepreneur, who they are, exactly how they attack, and how to build a defense that stops them cold. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll never look at your business the same way again. Let's go. Now, before we get into it, this video is the foundation of everything I teach, every product I sell, every workshop I run, every piece of content I create. It all maps back to these 5 enemies that we all face, because until you know who's coming for you, you can't build a real defense. So let's meet the 5 enemies. I call the 5 enemies the 5 C's. Here's enemy number 1, clients. I know they're your lifeblood. They pay the bills. I get it. They're so important, but clients are income and a threat at the same time. Here's how they attack. They sue you for unmet expectations. They expected one thing, you delivered another. Now they want their money back and damages on top of it. They could file chargebacks, go to the bank, dispute the charge, and poof, money's gone. They attack your claims. You don't even get a hearing. And then there's the scope creep. One small add-on, then another, then another. Suddenly you're doing triple the work for the same price. They just want it all. And if you push back on that client, you get a bad review. One review in the right place can cost you more than any lawsuit. Your brand is devastated. Clients can be one of the biggest enemies. So how do you stop this enemy? You need bulletproof contracts and SOPs. You need a clear scope, payment terms, limitation of liability, results disclaimers, dispute resolution clauses, and you need to screen your clients. Fire bad ones before they even hire you and prevent the problems before they become liabilities. That's my specialty. So what's enemy number 2? What's the second C? That's your competitor. That's probably the one that you think about the most, right? These are the people who want what you have, your customers, your market share, your intellectual property. And here's how they attack. They steal your branding, your logo, your tagline, your entire look and feel. They take your IP. They take your customers. Customers buy from them by mistake. They poach your best employees, the ones who know everything about you. Your playbook is now in the enemy's hands, and they file trademarks before you do. You've been using a name for years, yet you never registered it. The competitor wants everything about your brand. They're going to diminish your brand's value. That's the goal. Now, I've seen entrepreneurs forced to rebrand because of things like this and get destroyed when none of this was their fault at all, just because competitors get them. But here's what nobody really talks about, and this is where the real danger lives. Like, how do you stop competitors? You register your trademarks, you protect your IP, you have NDAs and non-competes with employees and contractors where they're actually enforceable. You monitor your brand, and when somebody crosses the line, enforce your rights. Send them cease and desist. Don't let them take what's yours. Competitors prey upon those who are weak. If you have an attorney in your corner, the competitors are not going to challenge you. They're going to think twice about coming after you. Now, enemy number 3, they're a lot sneakier. They're the challengers. These are the insiders, partners, employees, contractors, co-founders, the people closest to you, the ones you really trusted. And this one hurts the most because, like I said, you really trusted them. Partners push you out. You built it together. Now they want control, or they leave and they take your best clients on the way out. Employees steal trade secrets, customer lists, IP. You work with someone, you collaborate, and they walk out with your confidential information. I've seen it all the time. Contractors keep the work product. You paid them to build it. They keep it. No IP assignment clause. It's theirs. It's a big problem. I've been in the courtroom for 50-50 partnerships with no operating agreement or no deadlock provision. Like, it's insane. No non-competes. What happens? Years of legal battles. Businesses destroyed. Both sides lose. So how do you protect yourself against these sneaky challengers? You need operating agreements with buyout provisions. You need non-competes, non-solicit clauses. You need IP assignments in every contractor agreement. You need employment agreements with confidentiality provisions. You got to document everything. You have to understand how to make your partnerships, collaborations, joint ventures legally bulletproof. That's the key. That's how it works. So if this is hitting home, drop a comment below. Tell me which enemy scares you the most. I read every single one. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. It's really appreciated. Now, enemy number 4, I call the cops, but it's not really the police. They're the regulators, the government agencies with power over your business. That's like the FTC, the IRS, the SEC, state attorneys, general industry specific regulators, even your landlord, anybody with authority over your business. That could be contractual critical. Look at the FTC. They target your marketing. They look for false claims, misleading testimonials, income claims without substantiation, missing disclosures. They don't send a warning. They really enforce. Now the IRS audits you. Misclassified contractors, improper deductions, unreported income, penalties and interest stack fast. The state agencies, they'll shut you down overnight for operating without the right license. Now, I've seen that. I've seen businesses online hit with FTC investigations. That sets precedent. And then if a consumer comes after you, they can use all of that against you. That becomes controlling and your reputation is destroyed. So how do you stop this enemy? You have to understand marketing compliance. You have to know FTC guidelines, how to use proper disclaimers. You have to make your proof squeaky clean. You have to follow licensing requirements in every state you operate. You have to know all this. This is your business and it's extremely important. That's how you legally bulletproof your business and maximize the value. Now, enemy number 5, this one could be the most deadly. That's your crown. That's your ego. That's your overconfidence. That's the enemy within. This is the most dangerous enemy of all. It's what makes you great because it got you here, but you probably trust too much. You bring on a partner without an operating agreement because you're friends. You skip the contract because the client is great and you've got great vibes and good vibes and you ignore the red flags because you need the help and you think it won't happen to you. You already think you're bulletproof. Now, lawsuits happen to other businesses. That's what you believe. Audits happen to other entrepreneurs. You're not different. You're just unprepared. Now, I've represented entrepreneurs in litigation. I've coached them. I fought for them. I sat across the table from the other side and almost every single one of them said the same thing. I never thought this would happen to me. Their ego was the biggest problem. The only way to really check it is to have a mentor that you listen to humble you because humility is the only way to control that ego. Assume that you're vulnerable. Assume people will take advantage of you if you give them that opening. That's how you have to think. You got to document everything. You got to get the contracts, get the agreements. Check your ego before it checks you. Assume the worst. See the cup half empty. That's what I do. And that's the person you really want in your corner in your business. It's the most important investment you can make. And it's what separates the entrepreneurs who survive from the ones who get destroyed in court and in business. So now here's what I want you to see, because this is the whole game, and it's a game. These 5 enemies, they don't attack randomly. They attack you through specific vulnerabilities in your business. I call these places the danger zones, and there's at least 7 of them. Clients attack through contracts. That's danger zone 3. Competitors attack through brand and IP. That's danger zone 4. Challengers, they attack through partnerships. That's danger zone 6. Cops, they attack through marketing compliance. Danger zone 5. And the crown attacks through your mindset. Your weak mindset. And that's danger zone 1. That's where everything starts. When you understand this pattern, you can build a defense in each zone. You get it? Now, before the attack comes, because defense wins championships. You can't eliminate your enemies. Clients will always be a threat. Competitors will always exist. Regulators will always have the power over you, but you can structure your business so they can't hurt you. Get it? That's business defense. That's the art. That's what you have to do. And that's what nobody else teaches. And here's why this is so important right now. If you have these enemies, and you do, you need the mindset and the skills to defend against them. You need to think like a litigator, not optimistic, not trusting, critical, skeptical, looking at the cup half empty, asking what could go wrong before you ever ask what could go right. You need to think with inversion, like Charlie Munger and Alex Hormozi do. Don't ask how you can succeed. Ask how you can fail. Then avoid those things. Look at every relationship, every contract, every deal, and ask, how could this person hurt me? How would I attack this myself if I were the enemy? Now, this isn't paranoia. This is about preparation, and preparation is power. Because if you don't have these skills, your enemies will exploit that weakness every single time. Trust me, that's how they feed off of you. 5 enemies. Every entrepreneur has them. I do too. Most don't know it. The ones who know build a defense. They survive and scale. And the ones who don't, they end up in my courtroom, or across from someone like me on the other side, and they get ready to get destroyed. Why? Because they never play defense, and defense wins championships. Now, the question is, what are you going to do about it? If you want to know exactly where your business is exposed right now, take the free risk report. The link's in the description below. It's 5 minutes. You'll see exactly which of these 5 enemies poses the biggest threat to your specific business and where your blind spots are across the 7 danger zones. And as a bonus free gift, I created the ultimate client contract checklist so that you can check your client contracts and make sure they really protect you against a client who's going to go bad. They're going to go toxic. They go sideways. And if you don't have a client contract or you want an actual battle tested contract, check out my client contract. It comes with my battle tested terms, a video tutorial from me so you understand everything, and you get 2 months of mentorship directly with me in the academy. So when you're ready to get serious, make sure you work with a battle tested lawyer inside your business, someone who's been in the courtroom, someone who's seen how businesses get destroyed from the inside out and can teach you how to avoid those mistakes. That's what this is all about. I'm Karam Nahas, the battle tested lawyer. Remember, defense wins championships. Your job is to get legally bulletproof.